声探したい With my soul It's like a feel 悪い夢のようで目覚めてもういけて bones I'm in a panic Get the hurry out there with mysteries and miseries 出たらい風間に揺られてそんな言えばは揺れて hell 何の正体 M の正体踊る One, two, three steps on this dark stage Reach your flag match your white 仮面の縁へ手をかけたただ骨が鳴るの The words and swords thieves and blood 溢る力が不意にした答えはどこへ探したい With my soul, with my heart We are running on a little bit どけしたい Cause it's fine わからない構わないまだ今のブルーでもただこの世界を生き抜けなくした悲しみがまたついてく Sorry world 漆黒の空冷たく Midnight 夜の闇は追い越し Match Really the sun out Everything is stand out But it's so beautiful I should let it fall 戸惑いの中宿る Desire 見渡せば Sky and the sea 灰にさない絶対の支配登る One, two, three step to the royal throne Just to spread codes and up 絶望を呼べ虚しさに酔い兵たちが舞う Shouts and bats When that 女の雲の実無慈悲は振り下ろせ無情を行け歩いて Break it all Take it all 手に入れろ全てを I just fly Oh just fly そうじゃない止まらない消えない記念抱いてなくしたものは取り戻
I have to laugh at myself because I'm literally sitting here behind the camera while you guys are listening to the intro, and Freya's on the couch and she's like, she reads the title, and I'm like, oh crap, it's I didn't mean Lady Freya, my mommy. She's not my mom. I mean, she's old enough to be my mom, but she's not my mom. I meant Lady Vamp, my mommy. Jeez Louise. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Skye Renwood here, and we're doing a Skye rant today. Or not a Skye rant, a Skye vlog. I'm going to call this Skye Vlogs now, from now on. So whenever I feel like going on camera and talking to you guys one-on-one without a gameplay, this is what it's going to be called, Skye Vlogs. So it'll at least let you know ahead of time, so that way when you show up, you're like, oh dude, he's not playing the game. Well, you'll know, obviously, that if I'm talking... If it says vlog, then I'm just going to be talking to you guys. I might do a gameplay later on tonight of Persona 5. Might be like around 9 or 10. I'm not too sure and everything. Just depends on my mood. But I may or may not do it. So don't hold me to it. I'm just, you know, whatever. Anyway, yeah. Let's go to the chat, see who's here first and everything before I get into what this is all about. What's going on, Katie? Welcome to the channel. Technical Genius. Hello, hello, hello again. K's Gaming, what's going on, buddy? Freya Moon Knight, hey, baby girl.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby girl. How you doing?
How you doing?
Typical. What's going on, buddy? Kingslayer, Cal. Welcome. Cal, I didn't get to catch the end of the stream. Did you end up beating the Valkyrie Queen, or was it a wrap? I wanted to catch it so badly, but I had to go and hurry up and deposit my check. Before the banks had closed and everything, so I had to run up out of here real quick and everything. But did you beat it? Did you end up conquering the Queen? I already went on record to saying that if Cal beat the Queen, the Valkyrie Queen, that he was going to have to change his name to Queenslayer Network. Because, get it? Because she's the Valkyrie Queen and he slayed her. No. Nobody ever understands my jokes. It's fine.
I did.
Whatever. Working on it now. Awesome. Cool. I'm going to be my mommy girlfriend to your channel. Your
His girlfriend, he mistyped that.
No, he said mommy girlfriend. He was making fun of
Mommy
me.
girlfriend.
He was making fun of me for saying that Freya was my mommy. That's what he's doing.
Oh, okay. Now I get, okay. Sorry.
You got it now? Alright. Anyway, the topic of discussion, of course, if you guys haven't figured it out already, is my mom. I was supposed to do this on Mother's Day, but I ended up not having enough time because I also had to work on Mother's Day as well. So I ended up literally running to the store as quickly as possible to get Freya a Mother's Day gift. And then we went over to my mom's house and spent about 2 hours over there, and then I had to go straight to work. So I didn't get to do it that day. And since then, it's just been me trying to hurry up and get back to gaming on the channel and all that good stuff and everything. So it's a little late, but the topic for today is my mom and everybody else's moms and how much we appreciate them. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. It's not going to be a long vlog, probably about 30, maybe 45 minutes of just discussing how much we love our moms and how much our moms mean to us and all that good stuff and everything. So, didn't you stream Persona 5 that day too? I don't know if I did. Did I? Did I stream on Mother's Day?
I don't remember you doing it. I don't think you did.
Did. I don't remember if I did. If I did, cool. If not, cool. I don't remember. I really don't remember if I did. My days are running together anyway between streaming and working and Freya.
Hey.
It's just, it takes a lot of your brain power to be able to balance those three things and stuff. And Cal, too. Cal is a handful. You guys might think Cal is awesome, but he's quite a handful. But anyway, at least I'm right about something. Wasn't that when Lady Vamp was there?
Because Technical actually said that I was right. I was right. You were wrong. So
About what?
his girlfriend.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's awesome. At least you got something right.
At least I'm right.
At least you got something right.
Shut up.
There we go. Anyway, I want to bring a little discussion, a little topic and everything about my mother, my mommy. My mom has been a very influential part of my life from the beginning. Obviously, she's my mom. She gave birth to me. I was her firstborn. As you guys may or may not know, I'm the oldest of 4. I actually have 3 other siblings. You guys already know of 2 of them, which is Cats Plays Games TV, who is my youngest sister, and Double D, who is my younger brother. I also have another sister who is a year younger than me, by the name of Nikki. She is not here at the moment. I forgot where she's living. She's in Virginia, but she's like, I think, close to Alexandria, or so I can't remember where she is. Anyway, she's here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I'm the oldest of 4. I was her firstborn. My mother was born in Mississippi, raised a little bit there, and then she moved over to Seattle. Hello, Mom. And then she moved over to Seattle, and that's where I was born. As I said before, my mom has been a huge influential part of my life, and mainly due to the fact of her unyielding support for me. No matter what it is that I try to do, no matter what it is that I try to conquer, or whatever crazy idea I come up with, she's always there in my corner to kind of like more or less push me and encourage me to do it, which is literally one of the main reasons why I'm on YouTube. If I have like that low confidence, she's the one who pretty much build me up. And not to a point where she's going to build, like, that's the thing about my mom. She will not build me up with delusions of grandeur and telling me that I can do something that she knows I'm never going to be able to do. But she knows, she sticks to the realms of reality, and then she'll encourage me to do what she knows I'm capable of doing. So I'm really good at writing. She'll encourage me to write all day. If it came to something like being a scientist, she knows I suck at math, therefore she's not going to encourage me to do it because I suck at math. I absolutely can't stand math and everything. So if I was balancing those two, my mom would be like, you know what, son, honestly, you are better at writing. I think you should stick with writing. And then she will gush about it 24/7. And it gave me the confidence to go forward with a lot of the stuff that I do. And the confidence that I have. A lot of people might say that I'm cocky. And, you know, about my looks and about the way that I am and all this and everything. I'm not cocky. I've just been gifted with a very supportive mother. or supportive family, I should say, because my dad is very supportive as well. But this is more or less along the topics of my mom. I'll talk about my dad in another stream, probably. It's going to be a very, probably Father's Day. I'll probably talk about my dad on Father's Day. My dad will probably be the one who will actually come on the channel before my mom would, because my dad doesn't mind being on camera and everything. My mom, on the other hand, not so much. So my dad, 9 times out of 10, you guys will probably see him do a collab with me and everything before my mom would. But anyway, getting back on topic, my mom is the literal definition of what support is when it comes to supporting your children. And I'm not saying that my mom is better than you guys' mom, but what I am saying is that my mom is the best mom in the world. I'll say that. I'm just not going to say that she's better than you guys' mom, because I don't know you guys' mom. But I'm pretty sure if I met you guys' mom, I would definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, be able to say that my mom is better than your mom, because she is. My mom is the only mother I know of that does Power Ranger flips in the front yard when she feels like doing it, because it's my mom. I love her to death. You guys think I'm silly and over the top? Where do you think I get it from? I get it from Lady Vamp. I honestly, ask Freya. Freya will tell you, before Freya met my mom, when me and Freya first started dating, I had went on record telling Freya that meeting my mom would be like meeting me, because I get my personality from my mom. I get my smarts from my mom. I get my imagination from my mom. I get a lot of stuff from my mom, good and bad. Don't get me wrong. There are some bad stuff that I get from my mom, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Hopefully not that left side.
Shut up. You're talking about my mama live. She over there talking about my mama. I slap the taste out of her mouth. But when Freya first met my mom, she had no choice but to agree that, yeah, my mom is freaking awesome, you know? She really is. She's encouraging. She's one of those women where it will get you. You will, when you meet her, you automatically want to call her mom. And it's not like she's an old lady shuffling around baking cookies all day, and it makes you think, oh, it's like my mom. No, it's just the way that she is. She doesn't mind fussing at you. She doesn't mind lecturing you. Even if she's just met you and you're talking about doing something stupid, she will lecture you or fuss at you like you're her own child. And that's just the type of woman she is. She's a very welcoming person. She has taught me literally everything that I know in terms of being sociable and everything. I still, to this day, do not approach anybody older than me and call them by first name. Because growing up, my mother always taught me to talk to people, or I should say address them by their title, or a proper title, either Mr. or Miss or Sir or Ma'am, because it was just disrespectful to do that. And still, I'm 33 years old. It's still instilled in me today. So if I meet somebody older than me, I still will call them by that title. And it feels weird because I'm grown, but at the same time, this is just the type of stuff that was, instilled within me. And that's just respect, obviously, and just, overall, that feeling and everything. And I think that's what mothers tend to bring to the table and everything, is that they need to be both encouraging. They have to be everything. It sucks to say that because it should fall on both parents, but for the most part, the mother has to be very versatile. She has to be able to play every single role. She has to be disciplinarian. She has to be encourager. She has to be cheerleader. She has to be the chauffeur. She has to be the chef. She has to play every single role in your life growing up. And I'm not going to say she has to, but I would say the mark of a good mother is playing all those roles and making it look effortless, because growing up, to me, it looked effortless. Like my mom could do all of those roles and still have enough energy to play video games. Yes, guys, Lady Vamp played, she doesn't do it now, not so much. She'll kind of watch sometimes, but she won't play. But back in the day, this is the woman who played Tetris so much that she had to get my dad to buy her sunglasses to protect her eyes from the flashes, because that's how much she played. She played Tetris literally all day. She almost burned her retinas out. That's how much she loved it. And I would watch her play, and her determination and everything like that was always so encouraged. She would play Sonic the Hedgehog every once in a while. She would play Pac-Man, Lord knows. Streets of Rage was just iconic with our family. Road Rash, all of that stuff. She would play, and she would have she would have a lot of fun, doing it and everything, but still have enough time to tuck us in at night, to read us bedtime stories, to cook dinner for us, to make sure we had lunches packed, to go to school the next day, to make sure our clothes were ironed, and ready to go, all of that stuff. And she played her role perfectly. And it was great and everything. And like I said, growing up, I more or less kind of looked at all women the way that I looked at my mom. And I gauged that to be able to say, this is the type of woman that I want to marry, or this is the type of woman that I want to be with. If I felt like there was a woman who couldn't live up to the legacy that my mom instilled within me, I felt like she wasn't good enough. Which is why, of course, I married Freya. Freya is that type of person who can do that. She can literally balance all of that. And she's still a hardcore gamer. She still will watch anime. And I feel like it would be the same thing with her. She would be the one to tuck him in bed and cook. Well, she might not cook that much because she's not good at cooking. She's not good at cooking at all. She
Really?
sucks. She sucks at cooking.
Hey.
I'm the cook. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I cook better than her. On the record, I cook better than Freya. Way better than Freya. And if you don't believe me, ask Freya to make you some fried chicken.
Well, that's only one
Oh,
dish.
what?
That's only one dish.
What's going on, Sidewalk? How you doing? Geese, what's going on? What's going on?
What do you think about my cooking?
What's going on? How you guys doing? Oh, Carolyn Quest, what's going on? I didn't even know you were here. What's going on, Carol? Double D, what's going on? Freya got a couple of good dishes. Yeah, she's really good with shepherd's pie, and she's really good with Asian chicken. Those are the only two. Well, no, I take that back.
No.
What else?
What about my stuffed shells?
Okay, 3 dishes that she's good. That's it. That is all you have. That is all you have in your arsenal, babe. Asian chicken.
No, Mom says that I can make anything but fried chicken. See? So, in your face.
Okay. She can try to make anything but fried chicken. Fried chicken is not her thing. It sucks because she married a black man and can't fry chicken properly.
It's not my
We introduced her to seasoning though. That's just pretty awesome. But anyway, speaking of cooking, my mom is the one who pretty much taught me how to cook. At an early age, she made sure, and I remember hearing her tell me this, she said she didn't want me to grow to be a man who was totally dependent on a woman. She wanted to instill in me a sense of responsibility and independency so I could basically live on my own without having to depend on a woman. So she taught me how to cook. She taught me how to do laundry. She taught me how to do all of these things. So that way I didn't have to worry about, oh, well, when I get older, I don't know how to do this, so I'm just going to marry a woman or get with a woman who knows how to do it, and I'm just going to sit back and reap the benefits of it. Like, no. She taught me that and everything. And so, cooking became a mainstay of my life, my early life for a while. I would love to be in the, when she'll allow me to, I would love to go into the kitchen and help cooking and different things like that. I remember the first time my mom allowed me to actually fry something, and I felt so like grown up. I was like, oh my gosh, I get to actually get this hot oil, and you're a child, and you're not supposed to. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I was like 9 years old standing up in a chair in front of the stove over some hot grease. No, I think about 15 or 16 maybe, and everything when I was able to do it for the first time, and I was really excited and very proud of myself and everything about it and stuff. And like I said, my mom stood out and tried her best to basically instill within me to do these things and encourage me to do these things and everything, Now, growing up, I wasn't the easiest son. Shocker, I was not the easiest son at all. By no means was I. I stayed getting in trouble. Whether it was in school or whether it was at home, I stayed getting in trouble. When I was growing up, as you guys could probably guess, when I was in school, I was not a fan of doing schoolwork, but I was a fan of chasing women around. I would chase girls around relentlessly. And the good thing about it is, even though that was the case, my mom had always made sure to teach me how to treat a woman. To instill with me to being, in being romantic, paying attention to a woman's feelings, never putting hands on a woman, which every mother or father should instill within their child and everything. But, you know, she taught me all of these things at a very early age because she didn't want me to grow up to be that kind of man. I was lucky enough to grow up in an environment in which I wasn't exposed to that. No, my mom and dad wasn't like at each other's throats and fighting and throwing stuff at each other and so much drama, drama, drama. I was, like I said, I was blessed to have been born in a family like I am. They're very encouraging. They're very outgoing. Like I said, Frey can tell you, going over to their house and meeting them, you guys would probably not want to leave, especially when it comes to meeting my mom. She is the cornerstone of my life, honestly. I don't know where I would be right now without her encouragement. I think I would tell you right now, I would probably be dead. And this is why. This is why I tell you. I'm going to tell you guys a story, and this is a very personal story. This is time for you guys to get to know a little personal stuff about Skye real quick. But when I say that I would probably not be alive right now if it wasn't for my mom, I literally mean I would not be alive right now because of my mom. I'm not using that as anything else but, you know, truth right now. But the thing is, growing up, you know, when you're a child, you really don't understand or pay attention to everything that's going on around you, mainly due to the fact that you're just oblivious to it, and you choose to just want to live in the wonderment of being a child. So you never really pay attention. And as you get older and you start paying attention to these things, you realize that, wow, some of this stuff is pretty, you know, crazy. And one of the things that I realized when I got older is that my dad, he did not like to buy food. So because of that, my mom had to step in and buy the food because my dad would rather spend the money on car parts. So, you know, the kids would be starving to death, and my mom would have to pretty much argue him to. My mom would get in a wrestling match with my dad, and she would win. And since she won, we was able to go to the store and get food. So, yeah, if it wasn't for my mom, I'd probably be dead because we'd starve to death because my dad would spend all the money on car parts.
It's true. It is true. Dad and his car parts. Oh my god.
I love my dad to death. Yeah, but my mom, she was the type to. Oh, my workout. I'm probably gonna take it easy. You better take it easy. I hope you do. I hope you do. Yeah, like I said, my mom was that type who really just basically, your dad said you're dead. Well, what are we going to do, not feed me? I know, I just read it. Your dad said you're dead. What is he going to do, not feed me? I'm married. I got all my own food. No, but my mom and my dad were the type of people who kept the youthfulness in our family very high and everything. You know, we wasn't the perfect family, don't get me wrong. It's not like growing up and even now, like we're just, you know, that perfect like partridge family and everything. And so it's kind of showing my age there. He said he's gonna whoop you. Dad, you too old to be whooping anybody. You try to swing that belt, break your hip.
Gonna have to revive him.
You had to revive you with that EpiPen. Sorry, I stepped away for a second. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, like I said, it was, you know, we wasn't the perfect family, but we did have a lot of fun, and we had a lot of memories. My family's very welcoming. They would welcome literally anybody into the family, anybody into their household. They are still, what I was saying were, they are very charitable people. My mom is the type of person that would give her last then dime if it meant to help somebody else. My mom is a very selfless person. She rarely does anything for herself, and if she does, it's the bare minimum. And that's because that's the type of, she would go out and probably, not so much nowadays. Nowadays, she's a little bit more selfish. But only when it comes to material stuff. She's not selfish with her time. But when it comes to material, she's a little bit more selfish. Ask my mom if you go into a room and ask her for like one of her snack cakes or sodas. It's not going to happen. That woman is very selfish when it comes to her food and personal belongings. Back in the day, she would probably share it. But now, not so much. But she instilled within us to be those type of people, very charitable. And I feel like I am, you know, very charitable these days and everything. Or, you know, I've always been charitable and everything. Freya can attest to that. I'm just like that and everything. And I like to have a lot of fun. Obviously, I joke around. I joke around more than my mom. I get a lot of my personality from her, but I get a lot of my jokes. I don't know where I get it from, to be honest. I have a dark sense of humor sometimes. My mom, she can when she wants to. Like, it takes a lot to bring it out of her. Like, normally she will joke on you. Like, if you're, you know, she jokes on Freya all the time. Like,
Yeah.
she jokes on Freya all the time. She'll joke on me. She'll joke on Double D. She jokes on people all the time and everything. And she knows how to take a joke, too. Which is cool, because a lot of times you'll meet people who love to joke on people, but they don't know how to take a joke like Freya. And, you know, it's like, you know, it's just kind of hard or whatever. My mom, she can pretty much take any kind of joke you throw at her and everything, as long as it's within good taste and everything, you know.
Like her left side?
Yeah, she has way too much ammunition on you. I would suggest you stop. You know she has way too much ammunition on you. Freya,
Yeah.
Freya loves to mess with my mom for some
She
reason.
wants you to tell the toilet story, I know that.
Oh, probably. Probably means rule all is you get rarded.
I don't know what that means.
What in the world is rarded? I have no idea what he's talking about. Rarded. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, all in all, when it comes down to it, my mom is pretty much like I said, the cornerstone of my life. I don't know where I would be without her. I know I wouldn't be married to Freya. I probably wouldn't be where I am in life right now. I don't think that I'd be doing a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, mainly due to the fact. What's up? I do. But you know, it's all in love. You know, like Lady Vamp was saying in the chat and everything. Me and Double D, you know, team up on her and torture her and everything and stuff. And you know, it's just because of the type of woman that she is. It's fun to mess with her, but you know, in all seriousness, I have literally no idea where I would be without my mom. And that's just, you know, plain and simple. You guys may or may not know this, but Freya recently lost her mother not too long ago. And her mother wasn't very close, but she still took it, you know, pretty hard. And, you know, from that moment, I just kept thinking to myself, like, this is real. When you're a kid growing up, you look at your parents and you think of them as, like, immortal, invincible, like they're never going to go anywhere. And as you get older and you realize that it is a possibility, you still kind of hold on to the hope that, you know, your mom and dad is always going to be around. And when her mom passed away, it was that reality that set in with me that this is probably going to happen. And this is inevitably going to happen. And I don't like to think about it because, like, I think the biggest fear that I have in my life right now, and that's above even heights, is losing my mom. I'm not going to say that it's not up there, you know, with my dad isn't up there, because of course I'd be heartbroken if I lost my dad too, but my mom, her and I have always had a special connection. Even, like, when I was growing up, I was a mama's boy. Like, I clung to her like, you know, like static and everything, you know. And everybody knew I was a mama's boy, and I wasn't ashamed of it. As I got older, it kind of grew apart because I got, like, more interested in women and everything like that and stuff. But, you know, she still holds a large piece of my heart. And there's literally nothing in this world I wouldn't do for her. I joke with her a lot. I make fun of her a lot. We have our, you know, arguments every once in a while because she's always right, you know. And I hate when she's always right, you know. Anybody hates when their mom or their parents are right and everything, you know. She'll tell me, she'll be like, you probably shouldn't do that. I'll do it anyway because I know everything about everything, and I'll do it, and it doesn't work out. And yeah, then it's like, oh crap, well that sucks, you know, because she was right, and I have to, you know, eat crow and tell her that she was right. Which 9 times out of 10 I won't even tell her. I probably should argue my way out of it, but you know, she's right. And she's right because she uses common sense all the time. Unfortunately, I don't. So which is why I'm married to Freya. But no matter what decision I make, no matter where I decide to go in life, my mom always has my back. She always makes sure to lecture me. She always makes sure to do, and I always thought that she did all these things because she was trying to prove a point, that she was right, and she was trying to boast. And I realized slowly but surely as I got older that she wasn't doing it because she was trying to, boast that she was always right. She was doing it because she loved me and she wanted to look out for me and wanted nothing but the best for me. And I think what was it? I think I want to say it was almost I think a year and a half ago. I can't remember and everything. It was before me and Freya got married, and I remember my mom was hanging out with Freya, and they had just got finished hanging out. And she comes up to me and she looks at me and she says, she looks at me and she tells me that basically I better marry Freya and I better make it work out. Like this was the best thing that was ever going to happen to me, and if I let her slip through my fingers, then I would be an idiot. And my mom has never said that about any female I've ever dated. No female. I'm proud of. Trust me, guys. Like I said, I told you guys before, I used to be a hoe. I used to date a lot of different females, and although I didn't bring every single one of those females back home, my mom, one way or another, would hear about them. And she would never encourage me to get married to any of them or, whatever like that. She met Freya and fell in love with this woman because of the fact of how supportive she was of me, how loving the woman loved me, through time and back and everything. And my mom could see that, and she saw that it was true and it was genuine. And she was like, you need to marry this girl. Like, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not going to mess it up. She grabbed me by the collar and she yanked me up and pushed me up against the wall. And she got in my face and she was like, don't mess it up. And I was just like, Mom, chill out, dude. I'm not going to mess it up. That's exactly what happened. I promise you guys. I'm not even exaggerating. She picked me up off the ground. She's a tough woman. But she is, piggybacking off of that, she is one of the toughest women I know. She has endured a lot in her lifetime, before she had kids and after she had kids, through marriage, through children, through everything. My mom has fostered all of it on her shoulders and has continued to be the torchbearer of this entire family. I feel like the world would be a much darker place without her in it. Honestly, she is literally, she will light up anybody's day. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. I think Freya can attest to it. I can attest to it. Double D can attest to it. Anybody who knows my mom can attest to it. She just has a way about her to make you feel on top of the world. And I feel like that is something that is rare in this world nowadays, to have somebody like that, to have somebody that can take everything that's been dished at her and still can come out smiling. She is a woman who can be affected by those around her. She is an empath through and through. She is amazing, for lack of better terms. Honestly, she's an amazing woman, and I honestly don't know where I'd be without her. And I feel like everybody's mom should hear those words, to let them know exactly how amazing they are, to let them know exactly how much they've helped you grow, to help you where you are, to get where you are, even if you're doing something that they literally did not help you at all, with, as far as just like, researching and everything like that. It's still like, my mom doesn't know nothing about video games at all, period, whatsoever, and everything. She played a couple of, back in the day, on Nintendo and the Sega Genesis, but nowadays, you hand her a PlayStation 4 controller, she'd probably look at me like I handed her a Rubik's Cube. It's just, she will still encourage me. She will still tell me, no matter what it is that I decide to do, to give it your all, to do your best at it and everything, to, never throw in the towel, never give up and everything. And that's just the type of mother that everybody should have. And if you are an aspiring mother, that's the type of mother you want to be. If you are about to have a child and you have no idea what to do, call my mom. If you're having doubts within yourself about whether or not you're going to be a good mom, call my mom. If you want to just watch somebody and see how it is that they are on a day-to-day basis, and gauge that, to be able to, use it for fuel and everything, to be able to be a better person yourself and everything, again, watch my mom. She's an amazing wife. She's an amazing mother. She's an amazing friend. She's just the type of person you want to have in your corner. And for that, Mom, I thank you very much. Like I said, I honestly don't think that I would be where I am right now if it wasn't for her. Again, like I said, I will be doing one of these streams for my dad because I don't want you guys to think that I grew up without a dad. Oh, cliche black man. No, I definitely had a dad. And he is an amazing man as well and everything. But this is the focus. This focus is on my mom. So, yeah, like I said, Mom, thank you so much. I do appreciate everything that you have did, everything that you have done, everything that you're continuing to do. And will hopefully continue to do for a very, very, very long time. All of us need you and everything. I think even Freya needs you at this point. You know, we all need you. You are, whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not, you are the cornerstone of everybody's life. You are the ultimate pillar that supports this entire family and everybody around you and everything, you know. So, yeah, you know. Like I said, this was just more or less something I wanted to do for my mom and to spread awareness to you guys, to let you guys know how much Lady Vamp means to me and what type of woman that she is. We joke around a lot, obviously. You get around me and my mom, and we are probably going to have you in stitches because we just love to joke around and have fun.
Her cry right now. You're making her cry right now.
Oh, there's my mama. I didn't mean to make you cry, mama. I wasn't trying to make you cry. This is supposed to make you happy. But yeah, if you guys have mothers out there right now who is anything like how I just described Lady Vamp, call them up and let them know. Even if you just let them know a couple of weeks ago, let them know again and everything, because you never know when you're not going to have that chance to do it. I guarantee Freya would love to be able to sit up there and talk to her mother and say more about her mom right now, and she can't. You know, so don't take, or I should say, yeah, take advantage of this time. If you have a mom who is just fantastic, let her know as much as possible, and also do your best at everything you do, because the last thing you want is your mother leaving this world thinking that you're just not ready, you're not prepared, or you're never going to be ready. Show her that you are an independent man or woman. Show them that you can do these things and everything, and then after they have left this earth, continue to do so, to set that example for the next generation. But, you know, that's just how it is, really. When it comes down to it, you have to know that no matter what happens, when you have a good mom like that, no matter how much you mess up, no matter how much you fall down before anybody else, she is going to be the one to help you get back up on your feet. And even if you have a bad relationship with your mom right now, they're not that encouraging, they're whatever the case may be, do your best to try to fix it. You know, you're only given one mom in this world and everything. You're only given one mom, you're only given one chance. You don't want to mess that up because you're holding a grudge that's been old and everything. You don't want to forgive them. Move on from it. It's not that. It's not worth it, I should say. I'm not going to say it's not that serious, but it's not worth it. At the end of the day, you only have one mom. They may have messed up in their past, in your past and everything. Forgive them. Forgive them. Move on from it, especially if they're doing their best to try to reach out to you, to get in contact with you, to whatever the case may be. Fix it. We all make mistakes, people. We all do. Nobody's a perfect parent. My mom has made mistakes, but I love her to death and everything. I love this woman more than words could express, honestly. Like I said, my biggest fear in life is losing her. I don't want to lose my mom and everything. I can't imagine life without my mom. I can't. I laugh about it, but inside it breaks my heart just thinking about the idea of having to bury my mom and everything. It scares me. But I know that every single time I see my mom and I look at her face, it warms my heart because I get a chance to see her again. I get a chance to hear her voice again. I get a chance to hold her, hug her, kiss her cheek, everything. Make her laugh. I love to see. My mom has a smile that can light up a room, honestly. she has the toothiest grin. That woman will show you all 128 of her teeth when she smiles. But it'll light up a room and it'll light up your heart. And whenever I can make her laugh or whenever I can make her smile, it melts my heart, does my heart well and everything, because I love to see her happy and everything. So just, like I said, guys, honestly, just thank your mom. Go up to her and give her a hug. Just say thank you. There's nothing, better in this world than just acknowledgement. To feel like your efforts weren't in vain. if you're a husband, if you're a boyfriend, if you're a girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your uncle, a teacher, what have you, to have somebody come up to you and just say thank you sometimes just means the world and everything. So just tell your mom thank you. I appreciate everything that you do for me, everything that you have, the punishments, the whoopings, the everything, you know, the encouragement, everything that they've done to shape you into the person that you are right now. Just thank them and everything. It's not, like I said, one of these days they're not going to be around, and you're going to look back at these times and say, man, why did I even let that get to me? Why did I even let that stop me from seeing her? Why didn't I go and see her as often as possible? Why did I not call her as often as possible? Even if it's just a call and say, hey, old lady, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's something. You know, it's just something. But anyway, enough of that sob stuff. I don't want you guys to leave the stream all crying and everything, because I know Freya's over here crying. I already got Lady Vamp crying. I don't want anybody else crying or whatever stuff, or leaving this stream depressed or whatever. I just really wanted to spread that, bring that to you guys, honestly, because, again, like I said, I was supposed to do this on Mother's Day, but I didn't have enough time. There's literally but so many hours in a day.
My mom said that you had to call her and give her a big bear hug now.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Thank you, Cal, for putting up the links. I do appreciate it. But yeah. Oh, gosh. Sometimes, like I said, as a PS Gaming Forever and everything, he said it, you know, clear and everything. So sometimes, you know, a little thank you and stuff like that goes a long way and everything. What? Oh, I didn't know what you were doing over there. But sometimes those little thank yous and I love yous go a long way, especially if you don't know, if you have somebody who internalizes a lot of stuff. And Lady Vamp, she internalizes a lot of stuff. She's not very vocal when it comes to her innermost feelings, so sometimes you really won't know what she's going through. And I know that it will do her heart well if the only thing I did was just, you know, like she was just saying, come over and give her a hug, or call her and say, hey, Mom, I love you, or hey, Mom, thank you, or hey, Mom, you know, what's going on, or whatever like that and stuff. Because, you know, sometimes we can get swept up in life so much that we often forget about those around us and everything. Like me, I got married. My entire focus has been on my wife and my job and my household and everything. So I don't have a lot of time for my mom. But whenever I can make time, I always make the time to try to make the time to go over and see her, or to call her, or something like that and everything. Not all the time, not as often as I should. So don't let me lecture you guys like I'm the perfect son, because I'm not. I should call her more often. I should text her more often. Should go over there more often, because I've, again, been blessed with knowing that we live literally within 10 minutes and everything of where my mom and dad live and everything. So I can literally go over there whenever I want and see her and everything. But like I said, sometimes we just get so swept up in everything around us. And I know she understands. I mean, the moment that you become married or whatever the case may be, that becomes your life. That becomes your responsibility. And she raised me to be a man and everything. Yes, and as controversial as some people might think, that a woman raised me to be a man, and I think she did a very excellent job at it and everything, because, I mean, I'm not going to sit up there and brag on myself. You guys can ask Freya and everything. You know, I don't think Freya would have any complaints about how the type of man that I am and everything, the work ethic that I have. I owe, you know, like I said, don't get me wrong, I owe a lot of it to my dad as well. But my dad, as some of you guys may or may not know, my dad was in the military as well. And my dad was... more often than not, he would be overseas or out to sea and everything, 6 months deployment and everything like that. So at that point in time, it was just me and my mom and my sister. And she would literally teach me everything, from tying my shoes to cooking to doing laundry to wiping my butt, like everything, you know. Everything a man is supposed to teach you. Wipe your butt, son. You know.
Boy.
My mom called me boy for like the first... or 16 years of my life. Boy, come downstairs. Boy. No, she didn't. She
wasn't the God of War.
Is your dad Man Vamp? No, I forgot. I think my dad's YouTube name is Big Daddy or something. I can't remember what it is. It's something weird. I can't remember what it is. Dad. Man Vamp. You got Lady Vamp and Man Vamp. But I'm not going to keep this going on any longer. Like I said, this is going to be relatively short. I think it's been going on for Yeah, so I'm gonna go on ahead and end it right now. Lady Vamp, again, I love you so much. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, for Freya, and for everybody else around you. I speak on behalf of Double D, of Cats Plays Game TV. Oh yeah, Father Time. His was Father Time. Yeah, you're right. Cats Plays Game TV, Double D, Nikki, and myself. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Honestly, everything that you do is just it's amazing, and we love you to death for it. We may not know how to show it the right way. Don't get me wrong. We're not the perfect kids, but you are an amazing woman, and you deserve everything in the world. Oh, yeah, Tisha, I forgot. Yeah, Tisha. Dang, how
could you forget about
she's not technically related, so I'm talking about blood relatives, right? She's not blood. I'm talking about just the blood. Tisha, if you guys may or may not know, is my best friend IRL and everything, but I was just talking about the blood relatives. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to an end. If you are new here, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Cal, Lady Vamp, Double D, Freya, of course, Smokescreen, PS Gaming, Carolyn Quest, K's Gaming was here earlier. I think Typical was here. She didn't come out of your lady parts, so she's not your blood daughter. Geeks, I forgot. Yeah, Geeks was here. Geeks. Rise Up, thank you so much for showing up. I gotta scroll through all. I hate scrolling. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Sidewalk Closed, thank you so much for showing up.
Okay.
I know a lot of you guys popped in and then Technical Genius, what's going on? I know you guys popped in and what? Who?
Otero.
Otero, hey, thank you. Otero Studios, thank you for popping in and showing up. I already said Carolyn Quest. Yeah. I think I named everybody. I do appreciate all of you guys showing up. Skye, you probably got your package, and I beat it. What?
You beat the game.
Oh, good job. Thank you. Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. That is great.
We didn't get a package.
I didn't get the package. Go check the door, baby. Go check to see if it was dropped up. Check the mailbox. Because they probably put it in the mail. Remember last time when I got the when I ordered the shirt from or was it? I wasn't here when the shirt was delivered. I got a package that was in the mail at one point in time. No. I think it was when I got this. Yeah, this right here. Baby, over here. Look. I got that.
Yeah.
I think that was in the mail. I don't know. It says delivered. Yeah, it's probably in our mailbox. Normally, if we're expecting a package, it gets dropped off at the front door. So I'm going to have Freya check it real quick, and if it's in there, then I'll open it on stream and show everybody. If not, then they probably delivered it to the wrong address. I don't know. Congratulations on delivering Skye to the world, Lady Vamp, because without you, we'd not be watching Skye on stream. Hashtag Lady Vamp. Yes, yes. Everybody, real quick, if you're still here, let's go on ahead and get a hashtag Lady Vamp in the chat and everything. I will start it off because she's my mommy. There we go. Now you guys can follow. Let's all get hashtag Lady Vamps in the chat and everything. If you're still here. At Lady Vamp, it must have been hard to get that big head out. You know what? Shut up, Cal. Jeez Louise. No, it should be a shirt. I think. Come here. Come here. She's so slow. Alright, yeah. It's here, Cal. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's get them hashtag Lady Vamps in the chat while I try my best to struggle and open this thing. Ah! I wish I had Kratos here right now to open this for me. Ah! Morgana. Come here, buddy. Come here.
That's your 500 supporter raffle winner.
Come on. Huh?
That's your 500 supporter raffle winner.
Yeah, I know. I know it's been a while since you guys have seen Morgana. But look at how big he is now. Look at how big he is. He's so huge. Oh, he's such a cute kitty. And you're my cute kitty? There you go, buddy. He's such a cute cat. We'll have a note this time. Thank you for your continued support. Nope, that's not from him. Wait, is it? Customized girl. Bridal party tee. What? Cal? Are you getting me female shirts, Cal? Alright, not horses. Seahorsing around. Wait, no. Nothing in there. Okay. Alright, let's open this bad boy up and see. Wash before wear. Noise. Here we go. Boom. There we are, guys. Right here. Boom. This is the that's the shirt that I won for winning the raffle for Cal's 500 subscriber giveaway. I won and I chose to get a shirt, and this is the shirt right here. Cal, I did get it. Yeah, Night's Watch. If you guys are familiar with Game of Thrones, then you know what that's about. If not, then you need to watch Game of Thrones so you know what Night's Watch is and everything. But he has a show that he runs on his channel called the Watchmen. Night's Watch. Night's Watch. Yeah, in which they basically talk about Game of Thrones. Hasn't obviously been up lately since, you know, the Game of Thrones on hiatus for a year and a half or whatever and everything. It'll be back next year and everything. But still, yeah, that's what this is from and everything. So, Cal, thank you. I do appreciate it. I did get it and everything, so I'm happy about that. But any hoozle, as stated, I will be going on ahead and ending the stream. If you are new here, please feel free.
English much?
If you are new here, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. I think that's going to be it. I love you guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic night or day, depending on where you are. And, as always...
Have a great night.
No, take care. See, she doesn't even pay attention to my streams anymore.
Try to run it through, hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're studying? You sure we got the clue how bad this we go? Don't you know? No more art. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is the best for eyes. You're done, but the time is hit you. You're lost.